to Holly's Racing Fantasy. This is your hotspot for weekly NASCAR Cup Series race recaps, latest news, and of course, fantasy picks for the upcoming race. And now, here's your host and the voice of Holly's Racing Fantasy.
So, here I am again. I'm by myself. There's a song in that. I think Eric Carmen, the late, great Eric Carmen, sang All By Myself. But that's okay. I'm a little bit more upbeat than I was last week. I promise not to send you all into a startling depression like I found myself doing the last time I was here. It is Monday for me, and it's 5:03 in the big city because I need to get this recorded today so John can mix it on Tuesday and have it ready for Friday, because Wednesday, everybody in your thoughts, well, it's already too late now, but Wednesday, John's having his procedure. So hopefully, things will go well and he'll be back with us shortly. Worldwide technology. We've only been here twice, and I gave you people who did well in the past, and one of them did okay. The other one didn't do so hot. Kyle Busch did not finish the race. He got into an altercation with Kyle Larson, and Larson was able to continue. Busch hit the wall, and that's all she wrote. I don't know what is going on with Kyle Busch this year, and I'm really hesitant to pick him. And I almost picked him for my fantasy, on my fantasy league this week, and I just, at the last minute, I said no, and I went with Ryan Blaney. So that was good, too. Because as you know, if you watch the race, Austin Cindric was the winner. Ryan Blaney who was also a brilliant pick. Ryan Blaney looked like he was going to do phenomenal. Looked like he was going to take it home. First win of the season, looked great. And all of a sudden, he ran out of gas. Ran out of gas. When was the last time you saw somebody run out of gas? And not even hey, save your gas because you could run out of it. It was a, oopie, sorry, you're out of gas. Which he said that had they told him to save some gas, he would have done that. But they didn't. Last I saw, his crew chief didn't know what was going on. But of course, this might come out in the meantime. But as of the time me talking about this, they didn't know. Now, also, Christopher Bell was poised for the win, even before Ryan Blaney. Christopher Bell got 2 stage points, won both stages, and all of a sudden he said, I'm blowing up. And he dropped down. Somehow he stayed in the top 10. He was able to finish 7th without blowing up. But they were very worried that he was going to. So I don't even know. Again, I don't know what happened with that as of this broadcast. Denny Hamlin came in second. My honorable mentions seem to be doing better than my picks. So I had Denny Hamlin. John and I both had Denny Hamlin typed in at the last minute. We said, let's go Ryan Blaney. Yeah, I wish I had gone Denny Hamlin. Second, Brad Keselowski, third. I'm telling you, this guy's coming back around. Tyler Reddick was fourth. Saved some fantasy team members. Joey Logano, fifth. Austin Dillon, sixth. Christopher Bell, seventh. Carson Hocevar finished eighth. Kudos to Justin Haley, 9th place finish. And rounding out the top 10 is that pesky little Kyle Larson. And I mean that in a kind and loving way when I call him pesky. Michael McDowell, who had the pole, he started out great. He led 40 laps, but he didn't get any stage points. And he ended up finishing 25th. Ryan Blaney finished 24th, by the way. Alex Bowman finished 28th, and I found out that he had some brake issues. He said that he lost his brakes and was just lucky to finish the race. So Ryan Blaney says never in his mind did he think that they were short. And he was still proud of his pit crew and all that. I mean, Austin Cindric, that was crazy. I didn't even know what to think. But, 2 races in a row now is craziness. So I'm really hoping that Sonoma is a little more, up to speed, a little more what we're used to. We can have some good winners at Sonoma. I'll get to my picks with that. Kyle Busch, damage beyond repair. He can't keep DNFing. I mean, it's really crazy. I hope he can especially at the last two tracks where he's really good. And he's good at Sonoma, but I'm not putting him in there. I'm not going to. And then he'll win, because if I don't put him in there, he'll win. So yeah, Bell blowing up, but didn't. I don't think there's anything else going on. A lot of this race was pit strategy. The Penske drivers only made 3 pit stops, where else everybody else did 4. Didn't work out for Blaney, worked out okay for Cindric and Joey. So pit strategy was really big here. And that's how the cookie crumbles at Worldwide Technology. Did anybody see Ty Gibbs' pit crew member go up over the hood when he took off, and they rolled up over the hood, but he's okay. That was a little interesting. One thing I liked at the end of the race, which I thought was pretty cool, is Brad Keselowski. He pulled in and he took his helmet off and he went right over to Ryan Blaney and he, tapped him on the shoulder and was consoling him, because they used to be teammates at Penske. So I thought that was really classy. I do like Brad Keselowski. He's a good guy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to go over. Again, at this point, that's all she wrote. What's really to say? We're going to move on to Sonoma next, where this is a road course, so this will be pretty exciting. So let me go on to, oh my goodness, I have my mouse is in a very bad way. So it's very difficult for me to get to my notes. Okay, let's go with there's not really much NASCAR news. So I'm going to kind of skip over that, and I'm just going to go to who do you like and why. The only thing I will say about next week in Sonoma is Boris Said will be racing for the Xfinity for Hendrick. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so John, when you're mixing this, I got no news. I got nothing. I got me. I got who lives in a pineapple under the sea. I know y'all said it in your head at home. I know y'all said it. Okay, so we're gonna go to who you like and why. Okay? Okay, who you like and why. I actually got up on Facebook and was able to post, tell me who you like and why. And I got Rose, who likes Kyle Busch or Ryan Blaney. But she also says maybe Tyler Reddick. That's a good thought. Tyler Reddick is pretty good on the road courses. And Raven Garcia said, yes, ma'am. So I'm thinking Raven likes Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, and Tyler Reddick for this track as well. Now on YouTube, Scott gave us the sending some well wishes to John. Thank you, Scott. I'm hoping the best too. And it isn't the same without you. It's true. His picks for Sonoma is Martin Truex Jr. Very good choice. And outside of Truex, Elliott Larson, Chastain, and Boucher. And it is so cool to have that support. I really appreciate the support from the people out there who do listen. And it really, really means a lot. So that's the who you like and why. So guess I'm going to move on to my picks and see what we got. While fantasy sports betting can be fun, gambling can be a serious issue. If you or someone you know has a gambling addiction and wants help, call or text the National Problem Gambling Hotline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. Standard text and data rates do apply. You can also visit them online at ncpgambling.org. Okay, so for the Toyota Save Mart 350, that's at a Sunday on Fox this week. So if you don't have, YouTube or Sling or whatever, you can actually watch it on Fox. It's at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Qualifying is Saturday night, which is going to be weird because I'm going to probably miss it because we're having a graduation party. This is going to be the weirdest week ever. between John having this procedure on Wednesday, and then Saturday we're having graduation for our son. So it's really a bittersweet, weird week. I don't know. Isn't life like that though? Life is very, I'm going along and everything is boring and everything is whatever. And then I'm status quo. I'm bored. Sorry. And then all of a sudden, that boom, that was the explosion. That was your life exploding into craziness. But summer's here, so that helps. So yes. So here's my thoughts for Sonoma. I'm thinking that first up, brilliant picks, Chase Elliott. Because Chase Elliott, road course, he's been looking better and better every week. I don't know what I just choked on. Hold on, I need to get a sip of water. The air is very dry, The air is very dry in the studio, equipment and all that. Okay, so Chase Elliott for a road course is a no-brainer, especially when he's raced Sonoma 7 times and he has finished inside the top 10 for 5 of them. So, you cannot, and 3 of those were inside the top 5. So Chase Elliott, good bet this week. Joey Logano, I think, because even if he doesn't win, I think he's gearing up for a streak. And seeing how he did this week gives me hope. I don't know, hope just gives me the thought that he's going to do something good in Sonoma. He's got 4 top 5 finishes and 6 top 10s. So I think he's going to finish near the top, even if he doesn't win. Now, last brilliant pick is Martin Truex Jr. because 2 out of the last 7 races have been outside the top 10. That's it. He's got 4 wins at Sonoma. 4 wins. And even though he's been kind of pooping out, I really think he's going to come around here. He won last time. It's kind of if you need a surefire, let's hope that Martin Truex Jr. gets his butt moving again and does well in Sonoma. Now, here are my bold picks. Chris Buescher, because the last 2 times here, he finished top 5. And I think he was in 2nd place the last time here. And I know we haven't said much about him lately, but this was the time last year when Chris Buescher really picked things up. He's kind of like a second half of the season guy. So I think that he's ready, especially now that Brad's moving along. I think that the 2 of them could work together and he'll finish very well again in Sonoma this week. Ross Chastain doesn't have a win here. But he's got 3 top 10 finishes. And I have no idea why Ross Chastain, but I think he's going to do well this week in Sonoma. He's a bold pick. And then, you know what? Michael McDowell, because you know what? He's still pretty hot. The last 2 races here were some of the best that he's ever had here in his career. Last time he was top 5. And the time before that, he was top 10. So that's a possibility. And I am going to say my honorable mention, Denny Hamlin, because he's Denny Hamlin. So don't rule him out pretty much. I don't know. This season's crazy. So let me recap my bold and every time I say my bold and the beautiful. Does anybody remember that? So Barbara, I think it's still on. After Young and the Restless. Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful. That's like going back to my childhood. Okay, so brilliant picks for Sonoma. Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, and Martin Truex Jr. Bold picks, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, and Michael McDowell. An honorable mention, once again, to Denny Hamlin. So I think that, among those boys, someone's going to win and someone's going to have a good finish. And a couple people might have good finishes. I don't know. You never know. So those are my fantasy picks for Sonoma. And I'm sticking to them. Interact with Holly's Racing Fantasy on YouTube or Facebook. Just search Holly's Racing Fantasy on each to find us. And don't forget to tell us who you like and why every Wednesday before each race. You can comment on the current HRF episode on YouTube or reply to my Monday night post on Facebook. Thanks. Okay, so as I come to wrap up the show, which is, I'm running at like 15 minutes. This is insanity. John and I used to go 45 minutes for a show. And now I'm here like, well, I used to say, come for the fun. No, I used to say, come for the fantasy and stay for the fun. And now it's just like, come for the fantasy picks and then I'll let you go. I'll let you go on your way. But, hey, it's entertaining. I'm trying to think of anything else. Hurricane season has started. And they say it's every year. Don't they say every year, this is going to be the worst hurricane season ever? It's funny. But here's something wicked funny. I'm just going to share this with you guys because I share things with you. Okay. They ran down some of the names for the hurricanes this season. And they ran through A, B, C, D, E, whatever. Okay. And there's going to be a Hurricane Chris followed by a Hurricane Debbie. And John and I burst out laughing because my father's name is Chris and my stepmom is Debbie. And I thought, this is ironic. The two of them will have hurricanes named after them this year. And I hope neither one hits me in Wilmington, but that'd be my luck. That'd be my luck. But yeah, so, the weather's heating up. The storms are brewing. God bless all those people that were in tornadoes, and now there's fires in California. And you know what, folks? It's crazy. The world is crazy, and I hope that you can enjoy a little bit of NASCAR because it is fun. It is fun to watch. I look at all those people in the stands and think, wow, that's a lot of people sitting out in the hot stands drinking beer, or in the infield, they're camping out. Crazy. Maybe I'll get to a race this year. I really hope so. If I don't get to a race this year, then, maybe Atlanta next spring, but we'll see. You know what? What's that saying? If you want to hear God laugh, then make a plan, because it's like making plans and you never know. You never know how it's going to go. Have fun. Have a good time with your life. You know what? Stay healthy, stay safe. Don't go doing anything crazy. Don't go driving like Kevin Harvick out on the expressway, like I sometimes get accused of doing. Just have yourself a happy life. Don't stress. Take a deep breath. Make sure you get all your medical, up to date on all your medical records. Get your blood work done. Get your scans, whatever you got to get done. But you know what? Enjoy the race at Sonoma. And next week, I'll be back again, regularly scheduled to bring you whatever race is coming up in the middle of the month. I know that Nashville is coming up. You know what? If I could somehow get there we go. Oh, Iowa Speedway is coming up on the 16th, and then they go to New Hampshire on the 23rd. Can you believe it? Someone's going to get a lobster. They're going to get a lobster. Oh my gosh. And then Nashville is on the 30th. Nashville Super Speedway. So that's fun. June looks to be fun for NASCAR. Again, congratulations to Austin Cindric. Now, all you guys, be good. Thank you again for the support and the love, because I feel it through the airways. Enjoy the race. Stay healthy, stay safe, and race on.